Hello everyone and welcome to Amani's Lightwork Keys to Akasha section of my channel. This will be for celebrity news, okay? And the case that I'm going to be covering today will be for Megan Thee Stallion. I already covered her case already, but I personally was not satisfied with it for a really interesting reason. So I'm deciding to dive back into it again for more in-depth detail, okay? If you do have inquiries about this section of my channel, it's important that you know that I do not only cover individuals that have passed on. I do cover cases, politics, anything that's going on in the world, missing persons reports, celebrity news, whether they're living or they're past. I cover absolutely anything. So if you have an inquiry, you can send me a direct message to my Instagram at AmaniIfe777. Okay, so so I'm diving back into her case again, just because I feel like there's more to be seen about her situation that may not necessarily be out there in the media, in terms of private information. Okay, so her name is Megan Pete. Just reiterating that again from the other reading, and her name, Megan Pete. She was born February 15, 1995, so that will be making her an Aquarian. Okay. Okay, so the spirit is bringing back that idea of taxes and possibly even tax evasion. Now I'm being drawn to a manager, so she may need to keep close eye on a particular manager that may be working for her. Okay, so it's important to know, make sure that nobody's stealing anything, make sure that paperwork is together for next year, where she'll end up filing taxes. That could be, from the other reading, I was getting this idea of an attorney needing to have, a proper attorney to manage what she has going on. So a music attorney, someone that can oversee the managers that she has for her social media outlets. I get this feeling of dress rehearsal too. So her makeup artists, hair artists that may be, that she may have hired or that a manager hired for her, it's important that she keep an eye on where money goes pertaining to those elements there. She's got issues with managers. I'm not even really going to call it an issue. I'm going to say that she as a person should really keep an eye on a specific manager or managers with an S, and that's where the idea of needing a proper lawyer or being educated on where to get a lawyer from. I also get this idea of what a lawyer is doing, so it's important to keep in mind of what a lawyer is doing. The lawyer may be doing something unscrupulous. Sometimes lawyers do that. I'm not generalizing, but it's important to keep your eyes on the lawyer. And one important point to why she needs to keep an eye on a lawyer is because if she's doing collaborations with these artists like Beyonce and Cardi B, have lawyers. So when I said Beyonce and Cardi B, they have lawyers. Someone walked them through, somebody baby stepped them through finding a proper lawyer that could help them manage their assets. And that may not be something that she has, or she may not know. She may have that. I'm not going to say that she doesn't have that. She does have that, or someone could be helping her get to that point, but not seeing. So when I say that too, she may not be seeing something along those lines. So it's important that she swindled. It's important that she does not get swindled. And the swindle has to do with her taxes. The swindle would be the taxes generated from these collaborations that she is taking part in. That's the idea of the lawyer, to make sure that she's going to get her cut off of these collaborations that she is doing. And they're not only going to be music collaborations, fashion collaborations, social media ad collaborations, they're going to be collaborations. I also get her well-being. They're collaborations that are associated to her well-being as an artist, or her popularity, and where she stands as an artist and in the coming year and the year after that. So it just depends on the energy that's coming through. Alright, so I just felt like the other reading was kind of rushed, and I wanted to take my time to make sure that information was coming through as smoothly as possible. She has Gemini energy that is underneath here. So Gemini could be a person, or it could just be a collaboration that she would be with, collaboration that she would be in with someone. So it would be Beyonce, Rihanna, Cardi B, who's the other person that she met, Nicki Minaj, etc. People, these females, but taxes together. Their taxes are together, and the spirit emphasizing their taxes are together. Hers, or something going on with hers, something is strange, one part of it, something isn't right that is going on with hers, and it could be linked to an attorney. But I get this idea of favoritism as well. Like I said from the other reading, I was getting this idea that if she's doing these collaborations, if she's doing something where she has a joint attorney with either one of those artists, either one of those female artists is there, she needs to make sure that I get cheated out. She needs to make sure that she doesn't get cheated out in terms of taxes. So if she, for example, if she's doing a collaboration with Beyonce, Beyonce has been in the industry since she learned to walk. So I would think that Beyonce, same attorney, Beyonce may have the same attorney that she's had for years. And that could be, Megan, and her doing that kind of collaboration with Megan needs to, Megan needs to match how far Beyonce has come in her career. That's the idea that I get. So if she's doing this collaboration with Megan, or Megan's doing this collaboration with Beyonce, there's this idea that Beyonce could be offering Megan a hand and saying to her, I have a great idea, we should collab, or we should keep collabing. Your attorney, I can set you up with a really good attorney. You could share mine. We can do a joint attorney situation, pretty much keep our finances together. But I keep getting this idea of swindle, or not seeing, or something could be going over her head in terms of that kind of communication that she is receiving from another artist. And it doesn't only have to be Beyonce. Her collaborations with other artists, period, she needs to make sure, she needs to make sure that she does not get swindled by either any of those artists there. And it's pertaining to her taxes. Because what's happening, if she's writing her own song, for example, she's doing a remix of her own song, what's going to then happen with it is she's composing the song, but for example, Beyonce's coming onto this, can gather more taxes. Beyonce's coming onto the song, so what's going to happen is Beyonce could then gather more taxes off of that song. How much taxes, or percentage of the taxes that will be generated from a song that Megan composed herself, her adding on someone else, her adding on someone to do a remix to that song, would mean that she's going to miss out on taxes from something that she wrote. But it doesn't make any sense also. She could be missing out on taxes that for a song that she wrote herself, but because she's deciding to collab with someone, that person could then take larger percentage. That person can then take a larger percentage. And one reason why that's able to happen, or she may not even see that that's happening, is because it has to do with Beyonce's name. Just her name on the song, period, by itself, it can get marketed, can get taxed without anyone's, without anyone paying attention to it. So it's important that she have an attorney and discuss with the attorney, I'm doing these collaborations, can you make sure that I get my correct amount of taxes by next year? Can you make sure that the song, how much this song is making, how much this single is making with or without this remix, I want to make sure that I'm getting my percentage of pay from this song or from this album, whether I'm doing mixtapes or remixes on my songs or not. So what's really shady about it is that if she has an album, I'll just go to an example of a mixtape first. If she has a mixtape, right? She has a mixtape with all songs on it that she, some of them are remixes. I'm getting this idea that some of the songs that she would be having on a mixtape would be remixes, but don't do that. So when I say that too, she may not be, it may not be a good idea for her to do that, because that's where the swindling idea is coming from. So when she's getting paid or whatever, when she's getting paid or when her, however they pay them after, what's happening with it, a percentage of it would be missing. A percentage or a larger percentage of what the song or the album is making is missing and going to the what would you call it, the collaborator that she's would be working on the song with, is then going to that. I also get a manager, is going to that other artist, and it may also be going to an manager that may be responsible for overseeing the collaboration, overseeing the financial part of the collaboration or the music, I would say the music deal that they decided or she decided to work out with either one of those female artists there. It could be male artists, but it happened more than once. So as I'm talking about this, it happened to her more than one time. She may not have noticed that, because one reason why she may not have noticed it is because whatever she's making off of these remixes and these albums, these mixtapes, it may be a lot of money, and a percentage of it is missing, but a large percentage of it could be missing, but she may not notice that it's missing because it's a large percentage of money. But the idea of it is still her money, it's still her song, whether she's remixing with someone or not. Someone that she's doing collaboration with or remix with shouldn't get a larger, it's her song. They shouldn't get a larger percentage of payoff of her song. That wouldn't be fair. So the idea of the attorney coming in would be that, but I get this idea that she should not take a recommendation also. So if anyone that she wants to collaborate with in the future is coming in with this idea for her to take some type of attorney recommendation or joint attorney, share an attorney like I got from the last reading, some part of that she either should do or she should not do. But the reason for it is the spirit is saying she may miss out on pay. She may not even notice that she may be missing out on pay for some reason. So she's got family members that she wants to take care of. It could be a percentage of pay for whatever area of life that she may need it for, personal things and family. Percentages of pay that she's receiving from her own music, a part of it is missing. I also get because of a manager. It's missing because of a manager. But the manager is responsible for overseeing that. The lawyer responsible for overseeing that. The manager is responsible for appointing an attorney to her to help her oversee that, whatever it is. The starting point has the Knight of Swords energy. So Knight of Swords would be her energy and that of air sign energy coming in. I know Knight of Swords would be like Cardi B, because Cardi's Libra. Could be whatever air sign element that is female or male. But she's, I did see that she was doing a lot, starting to do collaborations with Cardi B now as well. But as I'm talking about this, the taxes. So the taxes, all right, so the spirit emphasizing the taxes is that one of two different situations could be happening here. She could either be gaining more by doing these collaborations. I get less. She's gaining more. Okay. The more collaborations that she is doing, she's either gaining more or she's gaining back less, or a percentage of what she's supposed to have may be less because of the collaboration, maybe less because of the collaboration. Or Cardi B receiving more. Cardi B could be receiving more, but in the game longer. So if Cardi B is receiving more, it could be because Cardi B is in the game longer than she is. I don't think that she's been around as long as Cardi B has. And that could be why Cardi B may be receiving more than she is. It just depends on, in terms of taxes, in terms of pay, in terms of, when they're collabing with each other and they're doing those social media ads together, how much they get more. But I get a cut and getting more and those kind of things. It's really important that she keep an eye on that she has a financial advisor to keep an eye on those things. You know, for example, the YouTube channels that she has and the Instagram posts and those things, I keep getting cheated out of. So when I said that too, she could be getting cheated out of pay that is being generated from those ads, like the YouTube videos and the YouTube ads and the Instagram ads and videos. A percentage of pay that is being generated from those social media outlets and those social media posts that she is putting up, a manager is taking a percentage. A manager is taking a percentage of that, but using it on self. So when I say that the manager that she has, they're taking a percentage of pay that she's generating from her YouTube videos and her her Instagram posts and Instagram videos. A manager that she has that is supposed to be overseeing that, they're taking a percentage of that from they're taking a percentage of pay from that is being made from those videos and those posts, and they're using it on themselves. So I don't know if she told them that. I don't know if she necessarily told her manager that they could do that. Like, that's one thing. Or she told them that she told them that they could, or she didn't tell them that they could, and they're willy-nilly. They're just using something willy-nilly. And it could just be posts about her. That somebody could just be, she either told someone to put up posts, or she didn't tell someone to put up posts. But that's how they make money. So when I say that too, that's how they make money as artists. That's one way that they make money. That's why I was getting the idea of an alternative, financial alternatives. You know, so for example, you going on Instagram or Twitter or whatever, YouTube, you're seeing more of her videos. Like from the other reading, seeing more of her videos means more revenue. Seeing more of her posts and videos would mean more revenue for her as an artist. You know, but I was also getting this idea of a manager that she has that is, if they're doing that on their own, that's how they're making money. So she may not necessarily know that they're doing that. That's one. Or she allowed them to do so, but doesn't know they're making money. One element about it is she allowed them to do so, but another part of it, she doesn't know that they're making money off of it, but they're using whatever money they're making off of posts that she asked them to put up for her. A percentage of that, they're using it on themselves. And that's something that she doesn't know. Some part of it she doesn't know. The Magician energy is here in the waiting position. So the Magician would be her finding out. The Magician would be a need that she has in terms of finding out what is going on. So Knight of Swords, if it's not only Cardi B, their manager, her manager, so Cardi B's manager, something could be going on with Cardi B's manager. Or the Knight of Swords could just be a manager, the energy of a manager, if it's not only Cardi B or whatever other air sign element that she would have attached to her. So the Knight of Swords is Cardi B. The Knight of Swords is Cardi B's manager. The Knight of Swords could also be her energy coming into those elements. But the Magician is here in the waiting position is that I researched. The Magician in the waiting position is that she may need to do research. She needs to research an attorney. She needs to research what's another situation. She needs to research what a manager is doing. If it's her own manager or Cardi B's manager, Beyonce's attorney. But still, so when I ran through those elements external, they are somebody stealing along those lines there. But the stealing is attached to her posts, like her YouTube videos, her YouTube posts, her Instagram videos, her Instagram pictures, and whatever it is that someone's putting up that stuff, promoting those things. But it get taxable. So when I say that too, all that is taxable. Yes, it is taxable. When you post a YouTube video, yes, you can fill out a form that says, do you want taxes taken out? You know, and that may not be something that a manager did. That may not be something that she knows, or that could be something that a manager knows and they did, and that's how a manager is making money. That happens to Cardi B. So when I say that too, something like that happens to Cardi B as well. They're managers. This is crazy. Like, this is out of control. it's an out of control situation, because it's like they have people that are, I get friendly. They have people around them that are really friendly, or they're really friendly with, but they don't realize someone may be more like their managers, her manager, Cardi B's manager, somebody's manager. I don't know about Beyonce necessarily. I feel like Beyonce's situation is tight. Beyonce may be fine, but in terms of Cardi B and her, their managers, like they, what's interesting about it is that somebody may be more technologically advanced in terms of how to do those kind of things, in terms of filing a tax paper for the YouTube channel, making sure that taxes get taken out of the videos and posts that they are doing. I know for sure that is something that YouTube does, but either she knows that or she doesn't. Then another situation is that she has a manager, and the same thing happens to Cardi B. They got these managers and they may not know that. So the manager is then filing the tax papers with their information, or they could have given them permission to have the managers do that, or they could, but should do something herself. They should do something like that themselves instead of having managers do that stuff for them. Because what's happening with it is that if a manager is doing that and I'll just go with the fact that they don't know. One situation is if they don't know that that's happening, a manager, what's happening is that their managers together are, that someone is more, they may be more technologically advanced than them. So what's happening is they're going into their YouTube and Instagram accounts and generating. When I said they are generating funds from that, or they're doing something where I get replicas. They're doing something where they can replicate what is already up there that is theirs. That's one situation. But all of that, like the spirit was telling me, all of that is taxable. All of that is taxable. It's taxable. You go, when you file, you start a YouTube channel, it asks you if you want to file the taxes for that year. You know what I mean? So that could be where someone is making money off of just putting her information in. So that could be something that she knows or she doesn't know. That could be something that Cardi B knows or she doesn't know. With these managers, these techies that they have, but they didn't know they were techies that they have. They didn't know that they were techies. Like they're tech heads, people who know how to how to extract information with ease for their own benefit and make money off of it for their own benefit. But it could be who they hired, or it could be who a lawyer set up for them to be with, or a manager who a lawyer could have hooked up a manager to do that. Manager could have found someone to do that precisely. But they're hiring people that can help them out. They're hiring or hooking up people that can help them out. So I understand. Help out the managers. Help out the managers that are helping them. They're like, okay, we've got, we managed to get this gig with this celebrity. This is their voice. We managed to get this gig with this celebrity. How can we make money? How can we make money as well? How can we add into our funds as well? So a percentage of what their posts are generating is going to the managers and possibly even the lawyers. Whatever. It's crazy. But people are really techie. There's tech heads behind the scenes that know how to do that. That her and Cardi B or whatever other music artists, could be Black China. Somebody may not know that, or they may not know that is something is happening there along those lines. But with their information, it is happening like that with their information. So it's important to have someone. That's why it was emphasizing in the beginning. It's important to have it's important to have a proper attorney to oversee it, what a manager is doing, or whatever, or who a manager hooked up to do something specific, or is a manager. It's their managers that are doing that, whatever it is. But that's how they make money off of the artists. They make money off of the artists that way. So it's like, but would pay. So I'm looking at the magician. She would pay them. She could be paying them, or she would pay them with no problem. But, it may not be enough. Someone may not deem it to be enough money. I don't know. Someone may not deem a manager that she has, an attorney that she has, or an attorney that someone is trying to appoint to her. Someone's thought is that this is not enough. You're a mega superstar. This is, why am I only getting, what's the situation? Why am I only getting 1,000 a week? I'm just giving an example. Why am I only getting 1,000 or 2,000 a week? Someone may be greedy. They may have managers that are greedy, but think they need more. They have managers that think they need more. They have managers that think that the managers think that they're entitled to a larger percentage of pay. You know, this is like a hierarchy. This is a hierarchy perspective of the music industry, with managers and attorneys, and how much managers and attorneys want or need or feel like they should be entitled to, which is interesting. The Two of Swords is in the present, right here, with this is her energy and that of, like I said, Cardi or any other air sign element, like I said, manager or whatever, but doesn't know what they're doing. So the Two of Swords is a manager that doesn't either, like, she doesn't know what they're doing, like their moves, or they don't know what they're doing. Like, she could have someone designated for something specific and they're lost and they don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to manage something properly, or they just don't know what they're doing, period. They don't know how to post something. They don't know how... I also get calculate. They don't know how to calculate something. They don't know how to calculate something properly. And it could be the revenue. You know, it could be the revenue from videos and posts that someone doesn't know how to calculate. I don't know. Someone... Calculations, anything going on with the calculations will be the tax calculations. The deductions, whatever it is. That someone may not know how to file that. You know, I don't know if that's something that, I don't know if that's someone else's thought with how she, I wouldn't think, I mean, I would think she would be trying to do that by herself, but that's what the manager is for, or the manager is usher her through that. The manager could be ushering her through that. Like a manager, an attorney, someone could be walking her through all of that, or they need to walk her through all of that. Or she needs to walk somebody through something, but they don't understand. Like, someone may not be doing something properly. It just depends on what's going on. In terms of, I also get information gathered. In terms of how information is being gathered. Gathering information, you know, gathering information about, I also get stolen. Something that is stolen, or stolen information, or something, or money that is stolen. But too late. So something that is pertaining to financial situation. If it's money, it may be too late for her to find money or find out who took some type of money. Oh, I understand. Stolen. Oh, this is crazy. The idea of the stolen is that, okay, I see. The idea of the stolen, it didn't file. The idea of the stolen is not filing the taxes for the YouTube, not filing the Instagram, not filing the social media outlets where all of her stuff is on. It could be a magazine and websites that their stuff is up on, like on blast every day, every minute of every day, every single day, every day of the year. For however long she's been an artist, that stuff has been going on. But it's giving me that idea of the taxable. So whatever it is, she may not have known that something was taxable, you know, or Cardi B, whatever it is going on there. They may not have known that something was taxable. So all of that money, something's going on with that, something about something that she may not have filed taxes for, in someone else's pocket. So when I say that, it's in someone else's pocket. It's in someone else's pocket. So whatever taxes that she missed out on pertaining to what her like social media outlets that her stuff is on, and not knowing that things were taxable, all of that is in someone's pocket, or is going into someone's pocket, and she doesn't know. And she doesn't know. That's where the idea of cut off manager. That's where this idea is coming from, with cutting off a manager, leaving a manager alone, you know, or firing one, or needing to get a new one. But Beyonce recommendation. So Beyonce could be coming to her and saying, you know, I saw your manager do this, or they don't know what they're doing. Whatever. She could have had those discussions. Beyonce could have pulled her aside to have those kind of discussions with her. And Beyonce's recommendation, have mine. Use my manager, use my lawyer, use my whoever. Or whatever. Or Beyonce could have found someone, Beyonce could have taken someone off of her own team to give to Megan. Whatever, like a big sister kind of situation. If they have that, like a big sister, little sister kind of bond. So use my manager. I'll find a manager for you. I'll take off someone off of my team that you can work with. So whoever she has, but feels bad. So when I say that too, Beyonce may feel bad for Megan. Someone may feel bad for her along those lines, because somebody sees, I keep getting taxable, because someone sees that something that she is doing is taxable, but she may not know that it's taxable. So a manager or somebody may be making money off of something that she didn't know was taxable, whatever it is. And somebody may have been aware of that behind the scenes, So I kept getting the idea of the swindling and whatever. Someone's aware of that behind the scenes, trying to save. Someone's aware of that happening to her behind the scenes with her things, and they're trying to save. They're trying to save her, or at least getting her to realize that is happening with a manager or an attorney. And that's why Beyonce or whoever is coming in, use my person, work with me, work with me, collab with me, but save finances, collab with me, save your finances. So somebody's collaboration with her is, their thought process is, if you collab with me, our taxes, like from the other reading, if you collab with me, our taxes are going to be intertwined, or a percentage of I will give to you, percentage of my taxes I will give to you. Since you have someone that's like I said before, since you have someone that doesn't know what they're doing, so that could be Beyonce's voice, that could be Beyonce's voice to Megan. Since you have someone as a manager that doesn't know what they're doing, I'm going to then appoint you a new manager or a new attorney. Whatever the situation is there. They either don't know what they're doing or they're stealing. And that could be something that external artists may find out, or that could be something that they know or they have conversations about behind the scenes. And they feel bad, so they're like, I think you should work. That could be the undertone reason for why the collab is even happening. You know what I mean? That could be the reason why the collab is even happening. The collab. Oh, I understand. The collab. Somebody coming to her and saying, "Let's collab." See something. Somebody coming to her and telling her that let's collab. They see something happening behind the scenes that she does not see. That's why the Two of Swords energy is there. So they're like, let's collab so that you can get let's collab so that you can get what your proper earnings from this that you are doing right here, whatever it is. Let's collab so that we can do this, so you can make your stuff, so that you won't miss out, so that someone won't steal. Well, that's one scenario of it. Then there's another situation here where another element about this is someone wants to collab so that they can get more, like away, whatever it is. It's really interesting. But somebody's trying to make her aware that something like that shadily is happening behind the scenes, whatever it is. Managers and shadiness going on with managers and collabs and attorneys and music attorneys and whatever it is. The world energy is in the future. That's a sign of Capricorn. And then the instincts has the Ace of Swords energy, an idea. The Ace of Swords would be an idea that she needs to gather. So it would be an idea. It's up here in her head space with the Capricorn, the culmination, whatever it is that's going on there, with the Ace of Swords. The idea could be coming from taxable things. The idea is taxable stuff that she didn't know was taxable, she knows or she doesn't know. Or taxable, meaning a manager is doing that behind the scenes, they're making money. Flourishing. A manager is flourishing behind the scenes with her stuff like that. Or another artist is. Or another artist manager is. Whatever, it's really convoluted. Like, it's a lot that she doesn't see. There's a lot that she doesn't see. Something that she's not seeing along those lines. It's crazy. When I say that too, it is crazy. Something about it is crazy. Like, and there's an element about it that is crazy. I don't know. Something about that could be something that she is saying. That could be something that she's saying that is some element about it is crazy. It's crazy. Whatever. The Four of Wands element is the accomplishment right next to the Knight of Swords. So Four of Wands, the studio. Four of Wands next to the Knight of Swords is studio. What's the name of that studio that she was that she got signed to? Something Rock. I forgot the name of the studio. Some studio, whatever the name of the studio is giving me the energy of that environment. Something could be going on there, like a conversation with a manager, with another artist, with an attorney, whatever. Somebody's office in the studio. She's having I keep getting swindle. So when I said somebody's office in the studio, I get swindle. So she gets some type of conversation already had. Some type of conversation that she already had with someone in the studio and implied that they're trying to swindle her. But the Four of Wands energy, the four kind of represents April. So that could have been a conversation that she had with someone in April in the studio. Somewhere earlier in the year. Two of Swords energy could be February. I don't know if it's like next year or this year, where she had conversations and meetings in the studio with trying to swindle her. Every time I say that, someone that she is in the studio with having conversations with in-depth discussions about her financial affairs with they're trying to swindle her. That someone in the studio, like, I get a black guy. So when I say that there's a black guy that she, I mean, that's pretty vague, but it's giving me like the studio environment particularly. So this would be someone that is like, what do you call it? This will be someone that is, what's the situation? This will be someone that would be, what do you call those people? I don't know, maybe those people that are like, that do the that adjust the sound, or someone in the office. I don't know, someone that she's interacting with in the studio. But the spirit said a black guy. I mean, it's pretty vague, but a black guy. They could be tall, they could be heavy set, whatever it is that they look like. That person that fits that description. But I'm getting this feeling of someone is bald too. Like, I'm getting the image of a bald black guy, like a black guy that's bald. Is bald. Someone that's bald that she's interacting with, or she did have an interaction with in the studio. Could be like another composer, someone that she's working with, whatever. They're bald. They don't have hair. You know? Somebody that's bald that doesn't have any hair, black dude. But I get Aries. So when I say that too, it's an Aries element. Could be another artist. I don't know. It could be Big Sean or someone. I don't know. Someone that she... I know Big Sean is another artist. I don't know if he's necessarily bald. He may not have much hair, but is Big Sean is an Aries element. I don't know about whatever fire sign energy that's shown up here, like a male, like a black dude that's bald, that's male, that's an Aries. There could be Aries, Leo, Sag, whatever fire sign energy that's a male, that she's having some type of really interesting interaction with in the studio, but steal. So when I said they're stealing or they stole something, Magician, Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, doesn't know that. She does not know that. She doesn't know that. So either that's another artist, or that's music composer. It's another artist, or it's a music composer, like another music composer that she's interacting with in the studio. Like, they stole something, uses her information. They use her information. They're using it. They're using it. They're making money off of it, the revenue, the taxable, the whatever it is that they're doing, but knows how to do something. So when I said that from earlier on, they know how to do something that she does not know how to do. It's important that someone usher her through how to keep an eye on those things. She may not know how to keep an eye on those things. Wow. The Three of Cups energy is in the spiritual self right next to the Magician. So Three of Cups energy will be gossip. It's water sign energy. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. I know Rihanna is a Pisces. Something similar. So when I said Rihanna being a Pisces, I was picking up Rihanna's energy from before. Rihanna could have experienced something similar that she's experiencing. But easy. So when I said it's something, somebody observed something like that to be easily done. I don't know. Somebody observed something like that to be easily done with their information, but don't have time to pay attention to. So when I say that they may not have time to pay attention to something along those lines, like with revenue and the taxes and what's taxable, what's not taxable. Someone may be thinking, or multiple people may be thinking, that they may not have time to pay attention. I would think you would have time to pay attention to that, especially if money is involved with it. You would have time, you would need time to pay attention to that. You would need the time to pay attention, but the spirit said somebody doesn't have time to pay attention to it. Whatever it is. She may not have time to pay attention to that. You know? But keeps them distracted. So they're kept distracted with things. So that they're kept distracted with makeup and videos and collabs and this, that, and the third, like the beauty modeling aspect of their career. Like, they're distracted with that. You know? But the financial part, you know, when it comes to their assets and managing their assets and whatever it is, the financial literacy part of their career, but not well versed. The financial literacy part of their career, someone may not be well versed in. Someone may observe her to not be well versed in. Someone that she's attached to, that she has working for her, may not be well versed in. You know, so it's important to have someone that's well versed, whatever it is. But the spirit said that she may not even have time to pay attention. You have to have time to pay attention to those things, you know, or that could be some of that Rihanna experience. It's Cups energy. It's Cups, right? It's Three of Cups energy. So that could have been a conversation she could have with Rihanna, or Rihanna took time off. Rihanna took some time off out of the scene. I need to get that stuff together. Rihanna took some time off out of the scene to get that, all that Megan is going through. Rihanna took time off to get that stuff together. Same thing. That's why I said she experienced a similar situation. Nicki Minaj probably experienced a similar situation. She may have a better lawyer, whatever it is, or somebody along those lines. Beyonce, whatever. They may have better lawyers, some that were better manager, whatever. You know? To really pay attention to those things. Three of Cups next to the Magician card. Well, Lord have mercy. The Two of Wands energy is in the, in the mentality. Two of Wands would be, Two of Wands, Ace of Swords. You know, she needs patience with an idea that she wants to, it's bring me back to collabs. It's something to do with the collab, or she may want to collab, or at least pay attention to what is going on with a collaboration. What's going on with a collaboration? What's going on financially with a collaboration? One specific collaboration that she is in. She needs to pay attention to what's going on financially behind it. So that's Cardi B. I feel like that's Cardi B. What she's doing with her. Something's going on behind the scenes needs to pay attention to. She needs to pay attention to what's going on behind the scenes with that collaboration. Beyonce, I feel like more organized. Whatever Beyonce has going on in terms of collaborations with her, something like that, whatever's going on there, it's more organized. But something sketchy is going on behind the scenes with Cardi B's situation. Not sketchy on the surface. Sketchy as in like the financial part. Something sketchy is going on in the manager. Something sketchy that is going on behind the scenes with her manager, Cardi B manager, and money. Something is sketchy that's happening behind the scenes there. And the description of the music composer that's bald, like they're bald. Someone's gone with someone that's black, they're bald. That their music composer may work with Cardi B, whatever it is. Are they working with her? They're trying to introduce themselves to her. They use their information. But Two of Wands with the Ace of Swords, how to get that information. Two of Wands with the Ace of Swords, how to get that information that's even happening, and then once she gets it, how to confront that person and how to confront what they're stealing, how to confront that person about what they're stealing, how to confront them about what they're stealing, if they're stealing something, how to confront them, how to find out. She may want to hook up someone to investigate what a manager is doing, what a music composer in the studio that she goes to, whatever studio that she goes to or she frequents. There's a shady music composer in there that she's interacting with that is using her information willy-nilly. And she needs to investigate that person. She needs to investigate or have someone investigate that music label. She needs to investigate the music label that signed her. Something isn't right there. The changing position has the Ten of Swords energy. The Ten of Swords energy was, it's in the changing position, which is, I like that it's in the changing position. It's a Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords doesn't know what's happening. Ten of Swords is like not knowing what's happening. But it's in a changing position because the Ace of Swords with the Two of Wands and the Magician with the Three of Cups is that there's elements in other artists and friends and family possibly that may be giving her insight on what to look out for. They're trying to give her insight into what to look out for. What to look out for. What to look out for. And what to look out for, a lot of it is financial. But a lot of it, whatever's going on that she needs to look out for as financial, it attributes to her well-being as an artist. So the Ten of Swords energy in the changing position is that what she then needs to do is, the attorney, whatever she needs to do to put a halt on, or investigate a music label that signed her. She may not know how to confront someone in the music label. She may not know how to confront someone that she had a meeting with. She may not know how to confront them, how to get evidence to bring to an attorney to show them, okay, this is what happened, this is what somebody told me to be aware of, this is what, you know what I mean? She needs to have those kind of communications with the attorney that has, or she needs to get, or have a conversation with them. This is what is going on there. But hoping she won't do that. So when I put the Four of Wands, someone is hoping that she won't do that. You know what I mean? This Knight of Swords, Cardi B's manager. Someone's shady that's going on there. Someone's hoping that she will not do that. Investigate. Whatever. I mean, they are hoping that she won't, because it's gonna mess up the sweet deal that they were offered. It's gonna mess up the sweet deal that they were offered behind the scenes. It's gonna mess up them. So if she goes and finds someone to investigate, or even have an inkling that something is strange that is going on, you know, but what someone said. So when I said that too, is what someone said to her recently. Someone said something really interesting to her recently. And it could be, you know, like I said, it could be Tory Lanez. It could be, I'm getting something about, like, I don't know if it's like I'm feeling like Big Sean-ish energy. Like, I know he doesn't have much hair. I don't know if he's shaved his head bald, but he kind of fits the description of Aries. I was getting the Aries male, black male. Or another music composer, someone in this, if it's not him, someone in the studio, someone's going on there with her things, like her taxable things, and taxable posts and information, and her information period, managers, whatever it is. Big Sean, someone's gone there with behind the scenes with them. I don't know, someone's really interested about that. And shady, you know what I mean? It's sneaky. Like, it's like somebody's snake-like. I'm looking at the Ace of Swords. Something is like snake-like. It's snake-like entities that are going on here. This is a snake-like entity in the studio. Snake-like entity in the studio. Someone that she was interacting with in the studio. Another artist, music composer, manager. Cardi B's manager, her lawyer. Somebody's lawyer. Whatever it is, something is snake-like about all of them. Something is snake-like about all of them. Something is snake-like. The resolution has the King of Cups energy. The King of Cups energy would be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces element. That's a male. You know? Male water sign. Going towards the world energy. I get new. So I'm looking at that, and that energy is new. This could be a new manager that she's trying to find, or it could be a new lawyer, new manager, new friend, new collab, new whatever. You know, they're new. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, male. Something's new about them. But something strange happened too. So I'm looking at the King of Cups energy. Something strange happened too. Or something strange is happening to. Or something strange is... Okay, something strange happened to. Or in the past tense. Or something strange is happening to, like in the present tense. You know? Something strange with them. They could be a new artist. You know? They could be a new artist. They could be like an upcoming artist that she's interacting with. You know? Something is strange. Something is interesting. Something is weird about the energy there. Something is weird about it. You know, so, I mean, King of Cups, I mean, I know Pop Smoke was an artist, Pop Smoke was a King of Cups. So I don't know if she's reminiscing about him. Information stolen. So if Pop Smoke energy, King of Cups energy, his information was stolen, yes. That could have happened to him. Something weird like that could have happened to him, you know. Yes, it's something like that did happen to him. Yeah, or it's someone that's new. It's someone that is new, that is something like that is happening with them. Something like that is happening with them. Something like that. Something is happening. Okay. Either something is happening. Okay, I'm trying to understand. Something is happening with her things that they want to manage. Something that's happening with her things they want to manage. They want to manage. Something like that. They want to manage it. Or something that they once dealt with. Something that the King of Cups energy once dealt with. They're trying to give... Okay, they're trying to give her their two cents how to manage. They're trying to give her their 2 cents into how to manage something that's going on. That's why the World is there with the Ace of Swords and the Two of Wands. you know. So whatever it is, they once dealt with stolen information. They once dealt with their information being stolen. 3 of Cups energy with them, they could be another artist. That's a male. They once dealt with their information being stolen. You know? Or something that they have that's taxable, that somebody's making money off of like crazy. I mean, I don't know. And they're trying to tell her, this is what you're going to need to do. This is what you're going to need to sign, you know, to protect yourself. You know, I mean, if it's their contracts are, their contracts are designed precisely to keep them, you know, but some parts of it, some parts of the contract are, you know, I get abused. Some parts of the contracts that they do sign, they get abused. Something like that, which is strange, you know. And the abuse has to come with people having access. The abuse comes along with people, random people, having access to their things like that. Just anybody, whether it's a manager or not, you know. And needing to make sure that stuff is safe, you know. Or not missing out on things that are taxable, and the swindling and the managers and the whatever. All right, let's do an outcome here on what she needs to be aware of. So the 7 of Wands, 7 of Wands energy is there, and that will be difficulty. 7 of Wands is like difficulty with the fire sign, you know, or with a fire sign energy. Or the 7 of Wands could be the energy of this situation that she's going through, and not knowing how to confront a situation or a person. That's what I was saying earlier on, how to confront them. Let me do another outcome here. You know, and like I said, Tory Lanez, the descriptions that I was actually getting would be, I know Tory Lanez, I think he has hair, so, but he's a fire sign male, period, so he would be shown up there as a Leo male anyway. Then there's Big Sean, I know that fits the description of Aries male, like the Aries male energy was shooting through that 4 of Wands. You know, the Aries male was shooting through that. Yeah. With the 9 of Cups energy, with the 7 of Wands energy. So she's got another music composer or another music artist. I keep getting steals information. Another music artist may steal information. I don't know if that's Tory Lanez or that's something's going on there with those dudes. Something's going on with those dudes, and how they make money. How they make money is interesting. How they make money is interesting. You know, how she makes money may be interesting, or they may make money off of her. I don't know. Something's really interesting about that. You know. The 9 of Cups energy is with the 7 of Wands, because the 9 of Cups kind of bring assurance. The King of Cups resides with the 9 of Cups with the 7 of Wands, because they're trying to give her some type of reassurance. They could be an investigator to her career or her financial affairs. They could be an investigator to that. But I'm looking at them as like, what did you see? What did you hear? So King of Cups, what did you see? What did you hear? What'd you see? What'd you hear? I don't know. And it could be someone that she's setting up to listen to a conversation, but going to need to do that. So when I say that too, she's going to need to hook up someone to listen to a conversation. She's going to need to hook up someone to do that for her. Like I said, not having time, like 3 of Cups before, earlier on in the reading, not having time to look at something. She needs to hook up someone to look after something. Hook up someone to listen to a conversation in the studio. Hook up someone to listen to a conversation that is taking place in the studio when she's not there. Some environment that she leaves, some environment that she's currently in. An environment that she's frequenting now. for example, collabs in fashion, whatever she's doing. They have conversations. They do have conversations about her stuff or about her. They don't have to be bad, but they're having they wait till she leaves. When I said they wait till she leaves the environment to have those kind of conversations. So what she's then, Three of Cups energy with the Magician and the King of Cups with the Ten of Swords in changing position is hooking up someone. Let's eavesdrop. Hooking up someone to eavesdrop. Oh, I see what's going on here. That's why I was getting the idea of them being new. That's why I was getting like they're new. They are, but pretending to be something. So she may hook up someone to pretend to be something, or pretend to be someone. Like, okay, like they're like an investigator. So they don't have to be a paid one. They can just be a friend that no one else has seen. Whatever. Or they could just be like a family member no one else has seen, a friend no one else has seen. Whatever. And she may need to hook them up while she's busy to go visit the studio and have conversation with her manager, have a conversation with someone that she's collaborating with, have a conversation with someone that she is collaborating with, their manager, so that she may need to do that so she can gain insight into a situation for finances, or just what she has going on privately. She needs someone to go she has to send someone out to go gather that information for her. Go find out what they're doing. Go see what they're doing there. Go see what they're talking about. Now that's why the Nine of Cups is here in the outcome with the Seven of Wands. It's the Nine of Cups with the Seven of Wands. Fire sign betray. The fire sign energies that she's tied to, they're betrayers. They betrayed. They're like betraying her in some way that she doesn't see. That's why the Ten of Swords and Two of Swords is there. She doesn't see that. Two of Wands, Ace of Swords. She doesn't see that that's happening. Ace of Swords, King of Cups. They need to hook up that person, or appoint that person to go handle a financial affair for her. Handle a meeting that she can't attend with someone. Go meet with someone to gather that information and then relay that information back to her. What is going on here? But should I leave label? So I said, she's like, should I leave the label? Should I leave the label? You know? I don't know if this is something that she's finding out now, or this could be something that was going on for a year already, or so, however long that this has been happening. She's like, should I leave the label? Let me do one more outcome on the Nine of Cups. I don't know if she left the label already, she's going to another one, transitioning to another one, or leaving the label period and just being like a self-proclaimed artist. I don't know. Nine of Cups. Let me see something here. Okay, Two of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups energy is that she's probably gonna then be able to balance out her I almost said pine like pine, I don't know, like pine, I don't know what the deal is with that, but I mean she's then going to be able to balance out her finances after this person gathers the information that they need to gather to relay to her, whatever it is. Or she's going to properly, I'm touching it too, she's going to then be able to do it properly. She may not have been doing it properly before. You know, something may not have been properly done before. You know. All right, so that's Megan Thee Stallion's part 2, I should say. But I literally woke up and was like, I really need to dive back into this again because I felt like something needs to be said. All right, well, if you have questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to comment below the videos about this situation. All right, be well, take care, bye.